Alright, hey, what's up, guys? Gonna do a real down and dirty, quick 15-minute or less video on candle molds and candle scents. We went and picked up a few examples of candle molds and candle scents. The plastic ones seem to be really good. The way that these work is you take them and you put, when you peel the sticker off the bottom here, I don't know if you can see into the bottom, you can see the small hole in the bottom there. The wick goes up through the bottom, comes up to the top. You hold it with one of these candle holders here, like this, candle wick holders, and that's what makes that work. Haven't used it yet. It's going to be one of those things that's going to be trial and error to try and use. We have 3 different versions of it. So we have the short, the tall, and an octagon. These would all be paraffin wax candle holders. We'd use paraffin wax with these because we want to have the strength for a stand-up candle, or what they call a cylinder candle. They all pretty much work the same way. If you guys can see the hole in the bottom of that one there, I don't know if you can or not. Let's see. Yeah, there you can see the hole in the bottom there. The wick just goes up to the bottom. You leave a couple inches of wick down at the bottom so it fills the hole, and then you leave about 1.5 inches, 2 inches above, and once your candle sets in, you cut it off down to where it's usable for the candle. These metal ones are what I'm really used to using. These metal ones are great. I love them. You have to use what they call mold release. Really inexpensive. Pick it up in any hobby store. Crafting candles. Can you see? Let's see if I get it a little closer here, like this. There you go. Crafting candle, mold release. Basically just shake it up, pop the cap, spray the mold, pour your wax, pull it out, rinse and repeat. I like these little aluminum ones because they work really well. Some of them are different than others. For these, you can do them either way. You can use the bottoms like we would have over here in the bags here. These are the bottoms for the bottoms of the wicks. You can just drop it in the bottom and put the candle holder up on top of it, hold the wick centered, and then your wick will be there. You can pour your wax in and it'll work, and they usually pop out pretty simple. You got to warm them up a little bit first, because like right now the weather decided to change. 2 days ago it was 91, today it's 37 and snowing here in Colorado. So, and then they have it's like chewing gum, but it's not. To plug the holes here, or you can unplug the hole, run your wick through there, and do it the same way as you do with the plastic ones. These ones here you have to use the pre-made candles for, the pre-made wicks for. The pre-made wicks just sit in the bottom. You can either use a glue dot and put the glue dot in the bottom, and then put your candle wick on top of candle wick base on top of that, and then use your candle holder on top to center the wick. Pour your wax, and this will make your tea lights. And these are some new ones that I just picked up. I've never used them before, so we're gonna have to do some messing around with them. These are silicone for candles. So you pull the wick up through the bottom. You leave about 1.5 inches up above. Yeah. So you pull the wick out. See the hole in the bottom here? Maybe you can see it. Have to work on the lighting. But anyway, there's a hole in the bottom here. You pull the wick through the bottom, leave it up about 1.5 inches up above here, and then you fill it. And then basically what this does, just rolls off of the candle when you're done and pops out. We've got 3 different ones of those to try. This one's going to be interesting only because it's not as flexible as the other ones, and it doesn't turn inside out like the other ones, so have to figure out how it's going to come out of there the best. And then this one's really flimsy. It'll turn inside out, or you can pull a candle out and get it off there. Pretty simple. So that's the 3 basic molds. Really simple, down and dirty. Mold release on all these. This mold release is going to save you a lot of time and effort. As far as trying to get the candles out of your molds, it's going to be huge for you. We're going to have to get a couple of these actually poured up, and once I get the heater going in here where it's decent to be out here. It's pretty cold out here right now. I'm trying to get something done because I haven't done nothing in a while, so that we can get some videos put up for this, because I've had people asking about it. So with these different types of molds, you're going to use different types of waxes as well. These big stand-up cylindrical candles, when we had talked about it, you're going to use the paraffin wax. I got a big block of paraffin wax here somewhere, but it seems my nephew's moved all my stuff around. With these silicone molds, you're going to use soy wax. And soy wax, by the way, is one of the best ones. This is soy wax here. And with the aluminum ones, you can either use soy wax or the palm wax or the paraffin wax. If you're doing the taller ones, I would recommend the paraffin wax or the palm wax. If you're doing these smaller ones, you could do, if you want a scenty type of candle that you're going to put in a tea light situation, I would use soy wax because it takes a scent better. If you're just going to do something that you're going to burn to make a light, I would do the paraffin, because the paraffin is pretty cheap and easy to get a hold of. You're not really worried about taking a scent. So we'll move on to the fragrances. I don't know if you guys can see. You probably won't be able to see the names on these very well, but you can see the black writing on there. Some of these are different. Some of these are oils, some are scents. There's a big difference between oils and scents. Like this one here is cinnamon, but this is a cinnamon scent, not a cinnamon oil. Scents and oils work differently with candles. Scents are a little bit stronger. You don't have to use as much. Oils tend to be a little bit less, and you have to use a little bit more. We have another different kind here. This is vanilla and fruit slices, so you can make different fruity flavors. There's some really nice manly scents out there too, like sandalwood and stuff like that. I think sandalwood is here. Yeah, this is the sandalwood one. Kind of smells like the beach. Lavenders, if you're looking for cover scents, say you got kids with a smelly room. Well, we all have kids with a smelly room. Lavender and vanilla are really good cover scents for your candles. You can go a little bit heavy with the scent, and when you burn the candle in the room, it'll cover up all the scents. Now that doesn't mean it removes the issue that's causing the scent. That just means it'll cover the scent in the room, and you won't be able to smell it as well. One of the things I wanted to show you was the eyedroppers. I don't know if you can see the eyedropper here. These eyedroppers are marked for 0.5 and 1 ounce. And depending on how much wax you use, and you're going to have to do your cup of wax or half a cup of wax, depending on, like these silicone molds, they only take half a cup of wax. So you'd use a 0.5 milliliters. I think it's 0.5 of an ounce. 0.5 of an ounce of scent with it. Probably wouldn't even use that much because they're pretty small. With some of these other ones, you have the smaller eyedroppers for like the lavender. Lavender is pretty powerful. You want to be real careful with lavender because you can overscent a candle. And the other thing too is you got to be real careful when you're adding your scents, and make sure you don't overboil your wax. 170 is the max you should probably go with your wax. If you add your scent to your wax and you go over like 170, it starts to boil off all the scent, and then you just get a plain candle. And if you go higher than like 180, you start to scorch your wax, and then you end up with bad wax. So please like and subscribe. Please leave me any comments because they help me with future videos, and I'm always willing to learn. So if you got some stuff that I can learn, leave some comments down there about stuff that I can learn about candle making. My wife got me into this quite a while ago. We were sitting in Saudi Arabia. We couldn't really do a whole lot on the economy, so we got into making candles for around the house and stuff like that. And it's just been something I've been messing with. Later on, I'm gonna start doing handmade flowers and some other things too in other videos. But for right now, I just wanted to kind of do a quick down and dirty how to, a little something about the scents, a little something about the molds, the mold release, which is huge. Remember the mold release because it makes the candle come out of the mold easier. And then we'll start getting into measurements and how we do measurements to make sure we get enough wax to make a full pour on whatever we're doing. I'm sure there's other stuff that we're going to get into too. How to boil it down, how to use your thermometer, how to do other things. But again, like I said, please like and subscribe. Please ring the bell for future videos that I may be putting out, which I'm sure I will be. I'm sorry that I haven't got more videos out faster, but I've been trying to get other family related stuff done, and I apologize. I should be I'll be back on track here shortly, and I'll get more videos put out here soon. Other than that, make sure you leave the comments, please. Comments are super important, and I will reply to all the comments. If you leave a comment, I will reply. Good, bad, or indifferent, doesn't make a difference to me. Put whatever comments you want to on there. Alright, thanks guys for checking this video out, and I appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a great time. I hope you guys are making candles and enjoying what you're doing. And I'll see you the next time. Bye.